Scroll if you want, it's not an obligation. But ask yourself, in a month like Ramadan, do you really think it's random that this showed up on your screen?
Imagine a book revealed over 1400 years ago in the desert to a man who could neither read nor write. Yet this book describes the expansion of the universe, the development of the human embryo, the barrier between seas, and the protective role of the sky. Discoveries scientists only confirmed centuries later. How could this be possible? Was it coincidence? Or proof that the Quran is truly divine? Stay with me, because the last miracle might shock you the most. The expanding universe. For centuries, scientists believed the universe was static and unchanging. But in the 20th century, astronomers discovered that the universe is constantly expanding. This discovery was confirmed after the work of Edwin Hubble. Yet the Quran stated this more than 1,400 years ago. And the heaven we constructed with strength, and indeed we are expanding it. At a time when people believed the sky was fixed and solid, the Quran described something scientists would only confirm in modern times. Human embryo development. In the 7th century, nobody had microscopes. No one could see the stages of human development inside the womb. Yet the Quran describes the process in stages. A drop of fluid, then something that clings, then something like a chewed substance. Modern embryology shows the same stages. Even experts like Keith L. Moore acknowledge that the Quran's description of embryology is remarkably accurate. How could such detailed knowledge exist centuries before modern science? The barrier between two seas. When two seas meet, you might expect them to mix instantly. But oceanographers discovered that sometimes a barrier forms between different bodies of water, keeping them separate due to differences in temperature, density, and salinity. The Quran says, "He released the two seas, meeting side by side. Between them is a barrier they do not transgress." Quran 5:5 Scientists only discovered these marine boundaries recently. Yet this was described in the Quran centuries earlier. Mountains as stabilizers. People once believed mountains were simply large piles of rock. But geology now shows mountains have deep roots beneath the Earth's surface, helping stabilize tectonic plates. The Quran states that mountains were placed like pegs in the earth, and the mountains as pegs. Quran 2:7. Today, geologists confirm that mountains extend deep underground, similar to pegs anchoring a structure. The protective sky. Earth's atmosphere protects us from harmful radiation, meteorites, extreme temperatures. Without this protective layer, life on Earth would be impossible. Yet the Quran says, "And we made the sky a protected ceiling." Quran 2:1. Modern science confirms the atmosphere truly acts as a protective shield for our planet.
Every human being has unique fingerprints. Even identical twins have different fingerprints. Today, fingerprints are used in criminal investigations and identity verification because no two people have the same pattern. But the Quran hinted at this 1,400 years ago. Allah says, "Yes, we are able even to proportion his fingertips." Quran 75. Why mention the fingertips specifically? Modern science discovered that fingertips contain the unique fingerprint patterns that distinguish every human being. A detail no human in the 7th century could have known. Iron sent down from the sky. Iron is one of the most important elements on Earth. It is used to build cities, machines, tools, and technology. But scientists discovered something fascinating. Iron did not originally form on Earth. It came to our planet through meteorites from space. The Quran says, "And we sent down iron, in which is great strength and benefits for mankind." Quran 5:2. The phrase "sent down" is remarkable, because modern science confirms that iron was literally sent down to Earth from space. The pain receptors in the skin. The Quran describes punishment in hell in a very specific way. It says when the skin is destroyed, it will be replaced so the person can feel the pain again. Allah says, "Every time their skins are roasted, we will replace them with other skins so they may taste the punishment." Quran 4:5. Modern science discovered something incredible. Pain receptors exist in the skin. If the skin is completely destroyed, the person would not feel pain anymore. So the Quran's description matches modern medical knowledge discovered centuries later. The water cycle. For thousands of years, people believed rain simply came from mysterious sources in the sky. But modern science discovered the water cycle. Water evaporates, forms clouds, returns as rain. The Quran describes this process clearly. "And we send the winds fertilizing, then cause water to descend from the sky." Quran 4:2. This description reflects the process of cloud formation and rainfall, something that scientists only fully understood in recent centuries: the orbit of the sun and moon. Before modern astronomy, many believed the sun was fixed in place. But scientists discovered that the sun, moon, and planets all move in precise orbits. The Quran states, "And the sun runs its course toward its appointed place." Quran and each floats in its own orbit. Quran. This perfectly matches modern astronomical discoveries. The internal waves of the ocean. Deep in the ocean, there are internal waves beneath the surface. These waves occur between layers of water with different densities. Scientists only discovered these waves using modern ocean technology. Yet the Quran describes this phenomenon: darkness in a deep sea covered by waves, upon which are waves, above which are clouds. Quran. This description closely matches what oceanographers observe today.